It's Rich here from the RCNetwork.com, and today we are checking out the reveal of my Team Losi Racing 8xe Elite. Of course, that's TLR's newest 1/8 scale 4-wheel drive electric competition buggy. Now, if you haven't already, please check out my unboxing of this buggy kit, which shows you everything that comes inside the box. Also, check out my build review that covers in depth how the build went, as you do have to put this kit together. In that video, I go over all the quirks and features of the TLR buggy, along with what tools and supplement items you need to build it. In this video, we'll be covering the electronics I chose and how they mounted up, wheels and tires I chose, my body paint colors, and any additional items I needed to get this all ready to run at a local track. But first, let's do some maintenance on the previous video. If you remember, I had 2 extra spacers left from the center differential bag. I didn't notice anywhere in the step-by-step on either the center diff assembly or the mounting the center diff in the buggy section. After all was said and done, I checked the exploded view in the rear of the manual and noticed the spacers went inside of the center diff bearings. I also saw that the center diff had some play in the mount, which meant I had to tear the newly assembled center diff apart to install those. I got it all fixed, but really think TLR should include that in the manuals. I even saw additional Facebook posts in the groups with others having the same issue. Now, back to the reveal, starting with my traditional RC Network paint scheme. Yes, this one's for you, Joker Snyder. I started with Pactra's metallic blue towards the rear and backed it with Outlaw Black. That gives it that deep, dark blue metallic color. Then added the front section with some Sprint white, and finally the center stripe with Indy silver. This paint job was a bit rushed, so I do have a couple of oops spots where the paint bled through. But that's okay, I'll find a decal to cover that. For wheels and tires, I went to my friends over at Raw Speed RC. I just couldn't run the yellow wheels, they just scare me. I used Raw Speed's Stage 2 on all 4 points. They have great traction at my local indoor clay track, but I still need to glue them and prep them. For the wheels, I used Raw Speed's standard white buggy wheel. They're really great quality wheels and seriously one of the most well-balanced wheels I've ever used right out of the package. With the body off, you can see some of the electronics I chose and just how clean the chassis is. It's such a great layout for mounting electronics. Plenty of room for almost any electronics with this wide buggy chassis. For my steering servo, I chose AGFRC's A81 BHSW. It has an all-aluminum case, digital circuitry, all-steel gears, waterproof, brushless, and fully programmable. Its specs are no joke either. At 8.4 volts, it has a transit time of 0.07 seconds and nearly 500 ounce-inches of torque. It's right at home in any 1/8 scale or 10th scale vehicle. Powering my 8xe Elite is HOBBYWING's newest combo, the XR8 Pro ESC, which is a 2S to 4S capable, fully censored, and highly programmable with HOBBYWING's newest OTA programmer via your smartphone, and the super lightweight Z-Run 4268 brushless censored motor. I chose the 1900 kV option with the included pinion gear from the kit. If you're interested in the HOBBYWING setup, I have a full video I'll link above that shows everything that comes inside the box, of course, and all of the specs of these 2 items, including some cool comparison with some previous gen models. Juicing my new TLR up is GensAce's highest spec packs, the red lines. I chose the 6000 mAh lithium high voltage packs. They're pretty low profile compared to most 5000 mAh packs and have a discharge rate of 130 C along with 5mm bullets. I've been running the red lines for a few months now and they're no joke. As far as mounting up the electronics, this servo was super easy, although I used an aluminum servo horn I had here at the shop that matched the geometry of the included plastic horn. The receiver box has a ton of room and conveniently placed. Zero issues fitting everything you need in there. I'm waiting for an extra Futaba receiver to come in to get this fully wired up. Wiring everything up was really easy. Although I don't like wiring across the center drive line, the rear brace makes for a good block on the wires. Originally, I had the ESC turned, but made a last minute switch to make the wiring look just a little bit better. I did solder on an XT90 connector on this buggy and made a harness for the battery. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not a fan of unplugging 15.2 volt bullet plugs for some reason. Now for the motor mount. It's not a secret that I'm not a fan of this type of motor mount, but this one's growing on me. It was super awkward to mount up as you're holding the motor on top but screwing in from the bottom. It also seemed awkward to set the pinion mesh mesh, but I finally nailed it on my 4th attempt. The rubber band system seemed to work great with the HOBBYWING motor and seems very tight in the mount with the way it scissors to clamp down. I do like that you have a bit of play forward and aft on the motor. If for some reason the motor shaft or the pinion aren't the perfect length, you can correct it. Well guys, that is my full reveal of the brand new TLR 8 XE Elite. Now quite honestly, I cannot wait to run this thing. I'm still waiting for that receiver. I need to glue up some tires and prep them, but otherwise this thing is ready to run. I can't wait to see how this thing performs in comparison to some other 8-skill buggies I've ran in the past. Now with that, I'd like to hear your thoughts. What is your favorite 8-skill buggy on the market right now? Is it a Team Losi? Is it a Techno? Is it the Kyosho? Is it an X-Ray? Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on what you think is the best 8-skill buggy currently on the market. But as always, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be alerted anytime I upload a video. And finally, my name is Rich. Thanks for watching.